Hello and welcome to part 2 of the build for the Leviathan Dreadnought. It is odd that I'm doing this video sort of, ad hoc, not at a scheduled time. Hello Maxim, thanks for joining straight away. Appreciate you being here. Revan, hello, how you doing? Afternoon. Hello Kriegsman. Yeah, I thought I'd just do this now rather than tomorrow, because I want to do a live stream next week rather than tomorrow, and I thought I'd complete this Leviathan while I'm doing things. So what I've got here is a Leviathan that I built and completed yesterday. Really happy with the way this turned out. It's completely magnetized. When I mean completely, okay, I didn't magnetize the head or the hips, but I did magnetize the range weapon. This is the way I'm going for. You can use smaller magnets, and I would recommend you use smaller magnets. The only reason why I've used these, I think they're 3x2s or 3x1s even, is just because I've run out of magnets. Basically, you don't need this strong or this big a magnet. The way I've magnetized is through this joint here rather than in the actual shoulder joint. Even though every single one of these weapons you get an extra kind of this shoulder part, not the full shoulder, but this little bit. And that's how I've magnetized that, and I think it works. And I only wish I'd magnetized my other Leviathan now. Not at this point, but at this point right here. So this video might be really useful to you. But as you can see, I've got my Leviathan blender claw ready for action, and it just, you could attach this to the crane and then you could have the claw. Excellent. But again, probably should have used a bigger magnet, but this works. It's strong enough, and it's definitely strong enough for the plastic one, which I've already had a little play about. Here we go. Look, here's the siege drill, plastic. Again, you can use a smaller magnet. I just fit that one in. It's fine, but works. Okay. Now the thing about magnets, if you didn't already know, is if you've got a stronger magnet and a weaker magnet, the pull will just be the weaker magnet. If you add stronger magnets, it doesn't make the pull sort of stronger unless the other magnet is the same, strength. So that's an important note to make as well. So if you've got a kind of weak bond here, that's because you've used a weaker magnet. I say the smaller one. You know what I mean. But yeah, I've now, magnetized that, which I think is awesome. So that gives me, options to have a siege claw. Siege drill even instead of the siege claw, but I really like the siege claw. I didn't magnetize the phosphex because why wouldn't you not take that awesome weapon? The rules are just fantastic. Another thing I have magnetized, which I'm really excited about, is, and it probably didn't need to be done actually, is the Volca. So these weapons here I have magnetized, and the way I've done that is I've magnetized the top. And that's because it's a bit tricky to put the magnet in the side unless you haven't already glued that panel on. Now that's different than the plastic kit, where they specifically give you holes to put magnets in, which I've done for this flamer. You can ignore those holes completely and kind of drill a hole in the middle there and drill one in the top part of the plastic too, and magnetize that way and completely ignore these holes. And then that way, if you've done what I've done with the magnets on top, you can swap them with your resin kit. But it doesn't really make much difference, because if you've magnetized these, then you can clearly, wherever I put the flamers, I put them over here, how convenient. really doesn't make much difference, because if you've already magnetized these, then you can go for the flamers or the Volkite. And if you've got your own way of magnetizing the plastic, again, you can go for the Volkite or the flamers. So there's not really any reason to give your resin Leviathan your plastic weapons. There's no reason if you've already magnetized the resin ones. However, there is a reason, of course, to magnetize, you know, these weapons. So I'm gonna have a go at obviously putting a magnet, because I've only got, these are the only magnets I've got left. I told you I'm not a hobby expert. I've only got these magnets. That's it. That's your lot. So hopefully there'll be enough for me to magnetize the plastic. For not the range weaponry though, I'm not going to put any range weaponry on it. That's going to be for the actual ranged Leviathan. I'm going to be putting the magnets in these, but I think, learning from this, I say mistake, I'm going to put a bit of a pilot drill in to give that magnet a bit of space, because there's plenty of room to do that. And these magnets, these particular size ones, are pretty strong anyway, so they don't have to be you know, touching. Anyway, hope that's helped you. If you've just joined now and you're wondering what on earth I was talking about, I was just showcasing me magnetizing this Leviathan that I did yesterday. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. As always, if you've got any questions and things, you can join the Discord. It's all free, and then put questions and things in there for either me or anybody else that's built Leviathans as well. I'm sure we'll all sort of help out. So that's what I did. That's the only thing I did with the plastic one yesterday. So I you know, got that, just complete that little bit, and I had a little go with these magnets. Now the strange thing is, today I won't be able to magnetize these fully, because I've run out of 2x1s. You know, that was the last 2x1 I had, and of course that still means that I need to somehow fit one magnet in there. I don't think the magnets I do have would be strong enough just to hold those in, and I've got the really small magnets. So I put an order in for magnets. I get mine from for magnets, but I've also heard spider magnets, or whatever they're called, on eBay. They've got a store or something there. They're pretty good from what I've heard. I mean, I've never used those, but yeah, that's what I'd suggest. So it is a decent, legit way of you know, customizing your dreadnought. However, if you want to have this close combat one magnetized for the full arms, you're gonna have to magnetize this bit here, which I didn't do for this one, because, well, I didn't really want another ranged weapon on there. I could have just, you know, I always wanted a close combat weapon, but definitely for the shooty version, the long range one coming out, you can do that. And likewise, I'll be magnetizing the storm cannon. I'm actually quite tempted to get a resin storm cannon to go on this one now, but we'll see. Anyway, back to the build. We're gonna crack on with this. Yeah, that was a right colour. So only one sprue left. It's not going to be a really long live stream. I don't think it's going to be 3 hours or so, but right, so I think we're going to be building this sort of, I don't know what it is, I say wrist, but yeah, just this one sprue left. And what that actually means now is, because I built this siege drill, I'm not now going to be able to build it in the, you know, chosen sort of two claw setup. However, because I've magnetized this one, I should be able to use that. So let's crack on with this then. So D5 and D6. Where are you? You are here. D5, D6. D5 and D6. Yeah, my cutting mat has somewhat shrunk since we last met. Going for the really small cutting mat today. The main use for my cutting mats usually is to stop glue from getting onto the table. Let's just get these pieces out as well. So what we're going to do is just build one claw, pretty much, because we've already built a drill. But we are going to need to build the casing of the other unit. These claws are just like the resin kit, they're all the same. So you can't really go wrong with these. And there are 3 of them, they're all exactly the same. We're just going to take these claws off as well, and the drill pieces. Yep, we'll also need these 3 pieces, which are again all the same. And the shoulder, elbow mounts, whatever they're called, elbow armor pads. These things, anyway. Right. The drill fingers, they're in 2 parts each. So yeah, that means you're going to get 6 pieces for 1 drill. What this means is in this actual main kit, you're only going to be able to make, you know, although you can magnetize these actual melee weapons to swap them from one to the other, it means that you can only have either 1 of each or 2 of the same. So if you wanted to have 2 claws, you can do that. But if you wanted to have, you know, in addition to that, like 1 of them a drill or 2 drills, you're going to have to be spending £16 to get the sprue. So I mean, that's, you know, that's still cheaper than obviously 2 full weapons from Forge World. So think of it as like you've got the option, if you want, of getting half price melee weapons, really. I'm really hoping that the long range sprue will be the same price, will be £16. If it's 1 sprue, that'd be great, but I don't know whether it will. That's the thing. Now they've got a couple of things going on here, of which I will be connecting. For some reason they've got either D18 or D20 for this, but they've got 10C and 10H, but that's 10. It's odd. And then you've got these pieces as well, which they don't really show you. Oh, they do. It's on the previous page. Okay, that's how to make the full shoulder mounts, and then we've got these as well. Okay, so just a D3 and a D4 together. Right, so it's that one and that one. You need 2 of those. And then these. I mean, it's similar to the resin kit, just more parts. I don't know, I'd probably say the resin kit was quicker for me to put together yesterday. 1 and 2 just go together. Now this is interesting because these kind of shoulder mounts, they're in 2 parts. I'm not sure whether my magnet will sit in there nicely. We'll have a go, but it is a bit of a shame that it's in 2 parts, because what that means is when I drill down quite deep, it might split it. So we'll have a go today at that, because that's the whole point of this video, is to finish this. So and they want you to put these D16 and 17s on the back. They should only go on one way. And then you've got some cabling. You've got 18, 19, 20 and 21. So I think you get to choose. You get 2 lengths. So 19 and 21 is the right weapon. 19 and 21. Yeah, I did wonder how they were going to do the cabling for this. 19 and 21. Let's put these safe over there so we know that they're for the right side. And they're for the left. And these 2 will go together for the other arm. And then that's it. That's the sprue complete, guys. I haven't already said it yet, but welcome, and you know, feel free to put down in the comments what you're working on today, or whether you're at work, or whatever you're up to on this Friday. Right, now we can just complete these. Okay, right, let's crack on. I sort of want to glue these bits first, because these will be the ones that are under pressure when I drill them. They might split though. I'm actually expecting them to split. There's no way I can get these together, glue them, and they be cured before we finish this. But it's fine. Might work to my favour. Obviously that's ready, the head is ready. These will be magnetised at a date. We should have another shoulder somewhere. Is it over here in this pile? Nope. Okay, so that's slightly worrying. Oh, it's over there, I found it. It's okay, we're all good. So that's those. Let's just get rid of a few parts that we don't need. Put those away. we're going to be building a claw, so we can put those 3 away and those away. We've got the 2 shoulder pads. Let's just go through all of these. These are nice, I say nice to clean up. They kind of are nicer to clean up. Nice one, Maxim, nice one. Okay. Plate these. I mean, this kit has been lovely. I've much preferred it to the Contemptor Dreadnought kit. Don't know why, just I have. And it means then that I'm, you know, going to look forward to the ranged weapon version. I'm going to get a few of those, I think. What we'll do is we'll just glue these straight away. Okay, interesting. How does that even... How do they even? Ah, there we go. We got there. This is the bit that I will be magnetizing. I kind of wish that I had done it for my resin one. I might actually try and break the claws and things off, pry them off. I can't remember how much glue I put on, but if I'm very careful and just sort of cut underneath and then pry them off, should be all right. I should be able to get away with it. You know, because the benefits of doing that are pretty good. What that means, though, is it means I'll then be able to take the siege off this one, put it on that one, and take the other claw off that one, or even this one, and put it on this. So there is that. Or if I do another drill, then I could put the drill on that one, put the 2 claws on that, and then I'll have two drills. I don't know, it's getting a bit complicated now. Let's just stick to the original plan, which was we're going to put a claw on this one because we've already made a drill. Okay, I think we can sort of glue these parts on. You'll build a massive underground space in Minecraft. Nice. If anybody was looking for the Chaos Cultist review today, that'll be on Sunday, because tomorrow will be the pre-order video. And then next week, if all goes to plan, we should be having the Horus Heresy reviews. It'll all kick off with the review of this Leviathan kit. They're a long time coming, I know, but worth the wait, I think. I did pre-order Marduk Cedras today as well, so I'll be unboxing him, and I want to review him quite early, probably sooner than all of the other Dark Angels kits that I've built up. I really like the Mini, and his rules are awesome, and he'll just fit in with this army tremendously well. Okay. Hello Nikki, how are you doing? You took an hour off work. It's early, Sampler. Oh, what a legend. Absolute legend. Yeah, this is a bit of an ad hoc one. I was wondering whether to do it tomorrow, but yeah, I've decided to do it today. If I can get this right, yeah, there we go. It is this way around. I've already put a splodge on there. You can see that. Good job it's not on the table though. Right, those pieces seem to be cleaned. Except for these. Am I going to tier list the Dreadnought? Ooh. In terms of which ones I like the most and things, or in terms of the kits, could do. Pretty much. I'd need to have had experience of the Dreadio though. The Dreadio is pretty high up there, you know, for me to pick up. It's probably one of the next 5 vehicles. I say vehicles, you know what I mean. I mean, you know, I know they've got wounds and saves, and they don't have like armor values. I get it. Can you remember when dreadnoughts used to have armor values? Was it 12, 12, 10? So that meant that like your opponent or your enemy with strength 4 weapons could kind of go around the back of a dreadnought and bolter it to death. Bolter fire, that used to be a thing. Small arms fire could take down dreadnoughts and whatnots. Now, I'm not sure whether we can glue these straight away. Yeah, we can. Okay, good. I just wondered, but I guess we can. Another thing is you got to be a bit careful of if you are going to magnetize from this joint here. You get the same conditions with the resin kit in that your magnet might be a bit too high, so you want quite thin magnets with a low depth if you're going to be magnetizing it at this point, just a point, except for, you know, with the resin you can drill down further into the weapon and, you know, that doesn't really make much difference, but just a point I wanted to make. Might as well get that shoulder. I'll just bring this over with me. Oh, there it is. This is the shoulder. The other side. So I want you to sort of glue these on. They look to be exactly the same, and they will only go on a certain way. Yeah, with the hole at the bottom right of each. So we might as well put those in because they're not going to be doing much. I think these are sort of designed better as well. What I mean by that is you've got just one hole, and I think when we pose it and things, the cable will kind of like slot in. You don't need to glue it, whereas the resin kit, you've got a thin band of wires that need to go in. One of the reasons why I glued it in. But you could heat treat that so that it just rests in there, but I don't know, I'm a stickler for having sort of cables and things looking like they're loose. Right. Same story, but just the opposite way. We could, we built those. Built them. Built those. Now, and we built those. Now we could build these along with these. So we could tidy this up a bit. I have seen the wolf helmets yesterday, yeah. Scandinavian, and Volca Fenrica player, they made you furious. Yeah, I think they're all right, but then I'm not a Space Wolves player, so yeah, you know, I haven't really got much to sort of compare them to. I do think Space Wolves in particular have been done dirty by Horus Heresy and Forge World. I'm not a fan at all of any of their sculpts. Lehman Russ is all right, but nah, you guys have got some dud 412 minis there. I think Emperor's Children have got some great ones, and so have Dark Angels, Raven card actually as well. Word Bearers got some decent ones, and so have Death Guard. I don't think Ultramarines have. I don't think... oh, Night Lords have got some alright ones. But Ultramarines, no. Imperial Fists, Sigismund's good. But that's about it. What else? Thousand Suns, alright. White Scars, where are all the jet bikes and things? Well, there are some jet bikes, sorry, but I'm not a massive fan of their Terminators. World Eaters, no, they haven't really got many good ones. Iron Warriors and Iron Hands have been done dirty. They need a load more units and characters and things. Salamanders, they need a load of new stuff. Blood Angels, not a fan of the Terminators and the Angel Tears. They're a bit odd, but they do have a, you know, Contemptor with jump pack. So yeah, it's odd, isn't it? Like some of the legions just haven't got that many good models. It's a shame. And then obviously Dark Angels have got some good ones, but I really want to see Corswain, you know, play such an important role. That's why seeing Marduk has given me hope that we'll get Corswain. But Lucius is coming out for Emperor's Children. Really like the Emperor's Children range now. That's quite an in-depth question about Indomitus, Dominion and Age of Darkness. Which one is better? I'll probably say Age of Darkness, but isn't the Age of Darkness one of the most expensive? I can't remember. Hope one day Vulcan comes back to the lore. What, like the lion is? Right, so this is the crucial piece. You pretty much sort of connect it there at an angle, and you put this on, and why is that not? So that fits. And now I just need the other side too. Oh, come on. The one time you want gravity to help you and it's decided not to. Okay, that's flush and that's fine, and that's the hole you're going to get. It's odd. It really is a bit odd that they've done it like that without a flat base or whatever, but I'm pretty sure I can super glue a magnet onto there, and then that will just pull and hold and connect that in, and that's what we're gonna be doing right this moment, actually. Just want to make sure that that is the right, it is the right sort of angle. Come on. Okay. You want to make sure that the rim lines up. That's one done. Might as well do this one as well while we're at it. I think this only goes one way. Yep. Great. Not sure why that's refusing to sort of bite. Ah, other way around. That's why. There we go. Better. Yeah, I wondered about that. Strange. Now, with these claws, I think I'm going to go for outstretched open claws, a bit like that one. Or that one's already open. I was going to go for a claw, yeah, claw outstretched. Age of Darkness is the most expensive, yeah. How much is Age of Darkness? Is it like 180? But then again, you are getting 2 lots of essentially £50 Space Marines in there, so that's kind of half the price, half the cost. Yeah, no worries. Okay. Oh. What am I currently doing other than this then at the moment? well, I'm trying to finish off the falchion. It's close, you know. Last night I was doing some to it. Just trying to think of whether I should put a pintle mounted weapon on it or not. Don't think I will. I want to on the fell blade though, but it's fell blade. It works because you've got two cupolas, even though it kind of detracts from the awesome looking sort of dome shape of it. Right, so we've thought of a pose for these claws. Could even use this as a reference, really. I went fully retracted for this one, except for that piece for some reason. So we're going to do a similar job. Let's get these shoulder mounts ready. You're most likely not going to see these joins. That's what I was looking for. I haven't used that word for a while. Okay, we are almost there, almost ready to take a drill to these. Say take a drill. I'm not going to take a drill to these, but I would take a drill to the ranged version. And then the next thing on my radar to build after the falchion is working on a couple of, a big tactical support squad full of plasmas, because they're Dark Angels. And then the other two, I don't know, I'm kind of torn between going 5 rotary cannons or 5 Volkite chargers or 5 Volkite calivers. I don't know. I think I might go for the Volkite, but okay, that's those done. I suppose we could, yeah, let's do the pose for the claw now. Putting it off for a little while. So one beauty about plastic is you can, yeah. Oh, didn't mean to do that. So we'll be putting a magnet in there. How does it compare to the resin? Less detail. You can see that, especially the melter area. There's sort of venting around the tip. Looks good though. Right. What I will do, like I said, is I will slightly drill hole. I think I put my drill piece away though. Thinking about it. Probably have. I thought I had it close by, but oh, I know where it is. Yeah, it's just down here. Where is it? Might even be able to get away with it. Up to you. This might be easier to do this sort of when it doesn't have the claws on. Another thing I like to do is drill the melter gun. This is like perfect size as well for the melter gun barrel. It works a dream on the resin. I'd actually say the resin is softer and it's easier to drill. If you've got a Dremel, even better, right? 40 Marines with missile launchers. Oh no. Yeah, Deathwing's the Dark Angels special. Thanks, Nikki and Revan. Super. If the Fallen removed from Chaos Space Marine Codex, is that mean they will be included in the 2.0 Codex? In Space Marines 2.0, I don't know if they're going to be in Space Marines 2.0. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with the Fallen, and Traitor Guardsmen as well. They brought out that new Kill Team set, and obviously they've got the Blackstone Fortress Traitor Guardsmen in there as well, but they don't have rules currently, unless they're hidden in another book for 9th edition. But yeah, that is a shame. And I haven't got I don't mean to be negative now, but I haven't got massive hopes for the 40k Chaos Demons Codex, other than the new Demon prints. It would be nice for Chaos Demons for them to bring out all new, well, I'll say all new. A few of them have aged well, you know, demons, but I don't think they will. Would have been nice though. Anyway, I'll find this drill bit. Oh, here's one. Here's one I made earlier. We're going to see if this just... See if this fits already. It might do. I could get away with that, but we're just going to give it a bit of a screw. That'll do. Nice and a gentle screw. Right, that's... Yeah, that could be all right, you know. Yeah, that is flush. Flush any way you want it. So let's just do my little test here. Come here, you. Okay, so now we want it to be going in that way around. I should really take off those little magnets, especially that one. So the way I will fix this very carefully my glue is oh, so it's annoying when that happens. Just put a little bit of glue on there, and then we'll fix that in. Now, up to you what you want to do here, whatever kind of magic trickery you want to pull, but you know what I do? Well, I try and get it to stick for one. Why does it do that? Why? Is it because it's reacted to other things like resin and plastic? Because I don't leave the top off this. It's almost like the first 20% of the glue is fantastic, and then the rest is nope. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, that's better. So what I do is I just leave it on. I mean, as long as it's set squared on, there's not really any need to pull the magnets off straight away. Problem is getting it square on. So problem and difficulty. That's what I meant to say. Okay, that looks quite square. We're going to leave that to kind of mature while we clean up a couple of other parts. Okay. Yeah, that one was done. We'll just clean this up a bit. That's the thing with the resin kit, you don't get these gaps, these joins here. Smooth, flush. But we can make that happen as well. With just a little bit of patience. Ah, lovely. Now we're also going to be putting magnets in these as well. So, should have really done that. Yeah, I did. Okay, right. So that's that done. We are getting there. We're almost finished actually. So next stage, we could glue the magnets on. So we want the same. We can take this one off now. Should be done. Yeah, it's all done. We'll give it a little test as well. A little test drive. There we go. That works. You can drill into it a little bit deeper, but yeah. For added, will it work? Oh no, it won't work. Oh, I thought I'd magnetized it the right way around. Guess not. Oh, sucks. That one's going to be the same polarity. Yeah. That would have been cool if I could just have a claw like just hanging. I guess it wasn't meant to be. Okay, so put that claw back on you. We could glue these magnets in. Now these are going to be a bit of a tricky one. So that's the polarity. So I need to glue it in the other way around. So pretty much there. And you've got to find a place where it will go. You can tell you what, it is tricky because they don't give you a flat surface, but to try and get it central, maybe you could put it on the edge there. I mean, these are quite strong magnets. This is why I'd probably use a weaker one, just because I'm not sure whether it's going to sit well in there, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. I just want to double check that polarity. Yep. Easy. Come on. Yeah, I really don't trust this at all. I mean, other than putting like a load of green stuff in there, but then it's gonna have to glue onto the green stuff. Maybe you can find a little piece of hey, that might work. I could wedge that bit of resin in there and glue it on top of that. That might work. I'm just cannibalizing two pieces from my resin Leviathan, but if you had a piece of plastic and you sort of melted it, I say melted it, you know, plastic glued it in there, and then once that was completely set, you could then super glue the magnet on, and that would be a better solution than what I'm trying to do, which is just like glue a magnet on like the edge. You want a nice flat surface to glue that. Nonetheless, we're going to do it again on this one. How's that even got the right height though? That seems lower. I think I've put that one in the wrong way around. Just looking at it. That's got to be the wrong way around. See, they don't show you the... They show you that. That's got to be the wrong way around. I'm going to have to take that out. Why was it not working before then? Wasn't gluing, was it? We had that issue. Oh, but now it wants to glue. Okay, something is going on here. Well, at least we spotted it now, and not when it was on there. There's always that. Okay, we'll leave that to cure. Um, Okay, let's see if this is cured. It hasn't. I think we... I don't trust that at all. Like, that's going to rip off as soon as I Yeah, I don't trust that. I would put something in there just to glue it on. Which is why I might put that in there. Yeah, I might do that. I'm not going to be using these for anything, and they go on the back of the arms anyway, the shoulders, sorry. So why don't we just use that? Where's my clippers? Yeah, I'm just cannibalising this. But again, feel free to use any sort of plastic piece you'd like. Okay. So if we can just chop off a little bit. There we go, we're getting somewhere. And now if we can just chop off a little bit of this. Should be able to fit now. Ooh. Oh, could they not have just given you like a blanking plate? That would have been a nice thing for Games Workshop to do. I guess they really didn't want you to magnetize this part of it. For some reason. I did not foresee this bit, guys. I thought it'd be quite straightforward to magnetize this bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a load of super glue in there, just as a sealant. So you try not to get any on the rim. And then we're going to put the actual magnet on top of that, because we need a flat surface really. It's silly not to have that. Let's just test which is the right way. Wow, that magnet might actually be too thick for it. Well, not if you get it the other way. That's my solution anyway, to put something in there to kind of give it sort of a flat surface. I knew most of the... Why is it now gluing me? That's somewhat annoying. What you'd need is, I've got, that shouldn't really be used for this, but I'm going to use it for it. Like a cocktail stick or something, that would work. Likewise, this works as well. So we'll leave that to sort itself out. Maybe a magnet would fit on this, and we can just put this in here this time. Make use of the other side. Maybe. We'll try it out. Exactly. You know, got to ask yourself with magnetization, do you want the options and the added stress? Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. Right, what we're trying to do here is get enough why gravity is pretty annoying. No, I want you to be upright. I might give up with this little idea. Oh, I nearly had it then. There we go. So I've made like something kind of flat that can just go in there, and then the magnet can sit on top of that. I don't know how you're going to do it, unless you find like a small piece of plasticard and cut it into a circle and then put that in there. I'd probably say that would be your best bet. And then as long as you leave enough gap between, you know, the plasticard and the top to put a magnet in. But again, you don't need to use these massive magnets. Smaller magnets would be way better. Okay, let's test for the polarization. Okay, so it is the other way around. Good. I'm hoping I've left enough space with this one. It looks like I might just have. We'll see. Tune in next time. No, I'm not gonna end it with a cliffhanger. Don't you worry. Right, I suppose the next thing for me to do really is to pick a pose, because this bit should be quite quick. So I'm going to move that in there. we will need this thing. Followed by this. So that's one arm with the shoulder pad even, and that's the other arm. So we wanted to go for these. Will magnetize another day. Just got the cabling to sort of finish as well. We'll just quickly prepare these. Because at the moment I don't know which set of these cables I'll need to use, depending on the pose. They might not even work. I mean, I haven't gone for such a exaggerated pose as some people have. Also gives a time for that super glue to sort of set. I mean, I know it sets very quickly, but at least I'll be sure when I put the arm weapons back on. I think I will magnetize the, you know, the plastic torso weapons. Why not? Okay, and the final one. Just clean up all of them because, as I say, I don't know which one will be the right one for me. Okay. That seems to be cleaned. Right, good. And now all the pieces are cleaned. We will get on to sorting out this pose. So I want it sort of the opposite of the other one, the resin one. So I can test this out. Okay, so already that just doesn't cut it at all. That's just terrible. So I'm gonna have to take that out. Definitely take that out. This is the importance of getting these, you know, I say thin magnets. And also, I've Games Workshop not giving you a blanking plate. So we'll leave that to one side. How's the other one faring up? Well, that's a different polarity. Don't know how I managed that, because I know that I tested it, but actual, again, it's just too deep. It's too thick. You can't have anything in there, it seems. You just need to put a load of super glue in. Well, at least we've busted that myth, right? Don't put anything in those holes, which is not something I would usually promote, but okay. Put those over there. We're going to have to work on those magnets again. Probably going to put it, you know, deeper in there. Come on, don't be a couple of magnets. There we go. Right. Yeah, so you have to put the magnets in quite deep for that to sort of work. Back to the pose. So if I normally put the head angle in after I put the arm, but you know what, I might put the head in and then the arm. Don't do it. Let's go for that and work off of that. And let's commit. Let's go all the way. So we are committing 1. We are committing 2. And we'll commit 3. This is probably the most important joint, actually. Yeah, that would be quite cool, having it like that. The very last thing to commit to is the, say, wrist joint, elbow. And then we get to do it all again. So we'll just sit him on there like that. Tell you what, it has been easier, more straightforward with the head in while I'm putting the arm on. I'll tell you that. If that helps you decide. And then the head pops out. No, it's ruined. Ruining it. Okay. Nice. I like that. It's quite cool. Where's this thing? I think that goes in that way. So because we've put this one arm in, it sort of sets us up for a number of other things we can do, such as the head. Whoa! All right, flubber, calm down. Like that. That's cool. Then we can put this on, actually, while we're here. I just find this a bit tricky, though. Wow, I thought that would clamp down a bit nicer than what it has done. That, no way. That doesn't clamp down with a big gap there, does it? That's awful. That's terrible. I guess it does. Sits on the front really badly. Dean, thank you. How are you doing? Astral claws, nice. Yeah, this doesn't sit well on the front, so just bear that in mind. Might be worth getting like a clamp or something. I think I've got a clamp somewhere, mini clamp. This might not be big enough. Or it might be too big. Well, it's doing its job. Not a massive fan of that though. It's my new dreadnought that I've it's a new weapon for it. Get rid of you. Oh, that reacts so quick, doesn't it? Well, no, that's all good. That's fine. Now the other arm, I'm not really that fussed on, but I will go ahead and sort of pose it anyway. So like so, like so, like so. And that. Just because the plan is to have both the claws anyway, I'm probably going to nick the claw off the Dark Angel's Leviathan. So if I think I have him more, it's like Buckaroo, you know, where you're adding pieces to a mule or a donkey. I think it's a mule. I think the same thing. And you just wait until it. I think that might be an alright pose. Yeah, I'm going for that. Where did those other two magnets go though? Dun, dun, dun. There they are. Nice one, Dean, nice one. I think this is done. That's going to be fine. Right, so let's get this arm set and commit. Whoops. Okay, so we said something like now this is why I know I'm making things difficult for myself, but this is why I would suggest you get the magnetization for the claw or the weapon sorted before you sort of set on a pose, because that way it'll stay a little bit. It'll just stay put a little bit. So I'm going to have it out, the arm out a little bit, but not too far out. So committed there. Let's commit here. Okay, so that's that committed. Let's commit this. And then the final thing we need to commit is this. Just imagine it with two claws. Wahahaha. I mean, obviously there's only one way you can have that claw. Yeah, that works. I'm happy with that. Okay. And then connect this thing. The shoulder, the elbow armor piece just goes in quite snugly. And then just the cables. That wasn't magnetized, that was... So yeah, now I've got the option. I'll magnetize both of these. And then I've got another Close Combat Siege Dreadnought. Right, cabling. This is the left side, so how is this going to work? See, this is a thing. I might just leave them off, you know. They're kind of more hassle than they're worth. Like that one won't reach, so we're going to have to go for the long one. This one fits in perfectly, so we might as well just glue that one in, because that'll give it a bit more sort of support from another angle. And they're saying that the short piece goes at the top anyway, so we're pretty much there. Oh, that looks awful. Hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. It's better. Good. Oh, and then this one. Again, I'm not a massive fan. I mean, it will go. Yeah, it will go. I don't know how they've worked it out for it to. You know what? I might just put the glue in the hole for these rather than on the actual. They're chunky cables, chunky wires. Right, and there you go. That's pretty much it. I will magnetize these. I've gone through it step by step, so you know how to do it, guys. I will be, super gluing these strong magnets all the way in, and then that will just attach on there, and that one will, or I can go for both, like I have done there for the plastic one. So I can have drill and claw or dual claws. And what I might do when I get my magnet order, because I've only got 4 magnets left, is when I get my magnets, I might then break off with great difficulty these. It's going to be a pain because they're on very, very well. It's kind of like in there I need to get into and then break them out, and the same for this one. I should be able to do it. I don't really want to heat it and then do it, although that is an option. But then I can have 2 with drills, 2 with claws, and it just gives you options, doesn't it? Like you're ever going to be using 3 Leviathans in a game. Come on, guys. Like, yeah. If you wanna have fun, you're not going to be using 3 Leviathans. It's too much overkill. But just for the collection, and just the fact that I've got a semi-ranged one now, semi-ranged and melee one. Anyway, that's it for the video. I've covered everything I wanted to cover today. I'll also, when I get my magnets, I'll be magnetizing these up and inside there. That'll be fine. This is it. I've built it. I really enjoyed it. Whether you choose to magnetize or just glue the whole thing with your plastic glue and call it a day is up to you. I think it's fantastic. I mean, of course, I'm biased, but I prefer, I still prefer the resin one. Like, I know it's more expensive, and but now that if you had a plastic one and then you bought a resin one, you could either magnetize the front weapons or choose not to put the cable in, or bend it so that it just rests in there, and then magnetize this attachment point. It is possible. It's possible to magnetize the chest weapons, so go for it. Enjoy your Leviathan Dreadnoughts. I'm looking forward to the range one, of course, where I'll be hot swapping with these. But thank you for joining me today and this evening for this quick sort of live stream. I will try and be back here on the Wednesday, but if not, enjoy all of the content coming up in the next week or so. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your support as always. Enjoy your weekend, and the Emperor protects.